It's where all of this, all the five elements. See, that's another thing when they talk about the five elements coming out of, being projected out of this spontaneous presence. Then the elements form the body. The elements form the world, basically. Everything in the world is made up somehow, some way of the five elements. But you are not. You're the projector of the five elements. And you, that formless, selfless self, is what animates and creates, quote, life. It brings the five elements to life. Yet it doesn't do it in a way that it wants to go this way or it wants to go that way. It's so allowing the elements to just move around and do their thing. And then you call the gunas, the sattva, raja, and tama. And the sattva guna is like to go and seek spiritual things and such. And rajas is out into the world. You want to, now I'm in this body and I believe I'm this body and I'm going to go to college and I'm going to get this degree and I'm going to do this and I'm going to make lots of money. Just like the little boy. If you say, oh, I want to be president of the United States when I grow up. And then the little girl who wants to have world peace everywhere. These are the expressions. And then the tamas guna, a little bit not so good. That's, the drunkenness, the anger, the little bit criminality, not so good. No. But all of those are allowed to do whatever they wish to do with the elements. And the elements are just being formed and going away. Being formed and going up. All is being formed from the elements, returning to the elements. That's the body. That you are not. That's how you know you're not. You can't be body. Body is literally just, when Maharaj talks about the food body, it's a little infant, little blob made up of the five elements. The air, light, wind, fire, all these things, the heat from the body, all of that. It's just a little blob. And as mother eats, it gets bigger, it grows. So it's the food body. The body is being grown, so to speak. Then it comes out into the world, and it's still just this food body. It's given more food, more food, more food, and it grows more. And then that sense of presence that's in that food body, that's animating that food body, starts to believe this is me, this is myself, rather than just knowing that this basically is myself and this is just another organism that was created from the elements, just like fish, just like grass or trees or anything else. There's no significance to this thing whatsoever. It is a lump of flesh and bones and blood that is animated by the selfless self, is moved around. That power moves this. And they're speaking. But then the identification comes that this is myself. Instead of just, I happen to be animating this form. This form is just a dead body that the presence, the selfless self, is moving around. As is all these other forms. We are just dead bodies. When presence leaves, we can see this is a dead body. There's absolutely no doubt in your mind when you go to like funerals and stuff and you see the people in the casket. There is no life in that form. Right. Because that life, that sense of presence has left. Yet again, this form that was formed by the five elements in the womb and fed food that were also the five elements which were feeding this body and growing this body will then dissolve back into the five elements. And there's no you in the process. There's no separate John. Right. John is the label on the body which is now formed by the five elements, fed and sustained by the five elements, and then dissolves back into the five elements.